This is your afternoon tonic.
It's not going.
Gig fails.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it went. So, there's many ways to mess up a gig.
Yeah.
There's many ways, many possibilities. And they're not always about even playing your instrument. It's also about booking the gig.
Ooh.
So I got called from a contractor, the giver of the gigs, the almighty contractor, and was booked to do an orchestral date.
Cool.
That's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
Give me a gig. So I answer my phone, talk to the contractor, and I notice that the dates are odd. They're odd so much that there's a rehearsal that's a week and a half away from the other dates. I was like, well, that's pretty weird.
Mm-hmm.
Why would that happen? Usually for these types of things, and I've worked for this organization before. Yeah. It'd be like, oh, we're rehearsing Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then the concert is on Saturday, for example.
Mm-hmm.
This was not that. I thought it was so odd that I repeated back to the contractor. So it's these dates, correct? I'm like, yeah, great. See you then. Boop. They hang up. I think it's dandy as candy. Well, it so happens then that week that I get a call from the contractor when I'm in another rehearsal. I'm like, oh, this is odd. This is odd.
Yeah.
I get on break and the message is something of, yes, hello, Nathan. Where are you? I booked you for this show. Where are you?
Oh man. That's
My
not a
heart
call you
drops.
want to get. Yeah.
My heart drops and I was like, no, man. Oh no, this is not possible. So I'm on break.
Yep.
And I'm, I have 10 minutes. I'm like, I just got to handle this now. This isn't good.
Yep.
So I call them back and I'm like, yeah, you said it was these other dates, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, that doesn't even make any sense. Why would I say that? And I'm like, well, that's why I asked you to confirm the dates and I sent them back to you and you said that was correct and you hung up your phone.
Yep.
And they're like, okay, so you're going to be here at the next rehearsal? Yeah. I'm going to be here at the next rehearsal. Okay, cool. So I think it's over, right?
Yeah.
I think it's over.
Yep.
I get another phone call. Yeah, where are you? Why
Oh my
aren't you here?
God.
Right? Dude, it's bad. It's really bad, right? So I call the contractor.
Wait, was this
again.
the same day or a different day?
No, different day, like later. It was like the following week. And this is where I'm like, this is not possible. This is not possible. I've never made a mistake to this degree. I've shown up, maybe I forgot a piece of equipment.
Yeah.
And I show up a few minutes late. I have to text the person like, dude, I totally spaced, left my music at home. I forgot my bow, like whatever it is, right? Things happen like that. It's still rare, but I've never made a mistake of scheduling to this degree. And
it doesn't sound like it was your mistake at all.
No. I don't think so. So I get another call and they're like, well, if you can't do the concert, and I was like, no, well, I can do the concert. It's on this date, right? I don't know how this miscommunication happened. And they're like, well, why don't you call so-and-so then and see if they can cover the rest of this? Right? I'm like, the rest of what?
Why don't you call so-and-so?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm like, so do you still want me to play the concert? And they're like, yeah, you can still play the concert, but these are the rehearsal dates and it doesn't seem like you can make those. And I was like, this isn't my job. This isn't my job. I'm not the contractor.
Yes.
Right? So they had...
Wait, so who was calling you? Not
the contractor.
Oh,
it was the contractor. And that's where I was like, this is becoming more and more bizarre.
This is ridiculous.
More and more bizarre.
Yeah.
More and more bizarre. So they asked me to find a substitute, right? I was like, oh, okay. And they had a preferred list of people that they work with.
Wait a minute, but a substitute for what? Didn't you already say you could do the dates they could
That's
send?
what I'm saying. And this is where I'm like, this is bizarre, right? Because then when I had it on that second call, then it was confirmed what the rehearsals were. Oh, this is what I didn't clarify. I confirmed the rehearsals and there was still one more that I couldn't do. For whatever reason, they had like 4 rehearsals for this show. And usually they have 3.
It was a classical concert?
A classical concert,
4 rehearsals?
Well, I think it was an operatic production for the day.
I see.
It was like a one-off it's like in the park type series.
Yeah.
So I call, they're good to sub for that day. I'm like, okay, are we good now? We're good? Okay, great. the sub's good. I call the contractor back and be like, yeah, so they're available to sub that date, and then I can do the concert. And they're like, no, you're not listening to me, Nathan. This is I can't believe you messed up again. And I was like, what are you talking about? Right? And they're like, no, you're not playing the concert if you can't come to the rehearsals. I'm like, but then why would you ask me to find a substitute for the rehearsal?
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then they said, okay, no, you're just fouling this up. Maybe I'll call you for another time. I'll take care of this now. Bye. It was shocking. Some time passes, and I'm like, this is a bizarre experience. I've never had this happen to me before.
Yeah.
Right? I start to question that if it's a possibility, maybe that this person is just not on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? In the past, it had never been like this, but I don't typically make mistakes like that.
Yeah.
I usually keep my
Of course.
calendar.
I mean, also, if they sent you the dates, you have the dates.
Right. So,
and then you have a record of what they sent you.
So, well, this is the other funny thing is this person's a bit on the old school side of doing things. So everything's over phone. I've never received email dates. It's always been over the phone. Here's the address, right? Here's the times. I've never received emails, which is unfortunate because then I could have defended myself a lot more easily.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Well, whatever. So then some time goes on. I end up getting a call back for that group, which I'm shocked by.
Yeah.
Right. Considering that I felt like I was basically just fired. You know?
Yeah.
So I get the call back and I start asking some of my colleagues about the behavior of the contractor. And I find out, oh yeah, they're getting a little loose, so to speak. Right. The person's on the older side. And it seems like some of their cognitive abilities were on the decline.
I see.
And I guess I wasn't the only person maybe that had experienced something similar to this recently. And so I got the call back, and it was almost as if like nothing was wrong, nothing had happened.
That's extremely weird.
So, but yeah, that's my gig fail story of my career of when I got booked and taken off a gig and had to find my own sub just to lose the gig still, but still get called back.
That's very confusing. This happened like recently?
This is a gem of a story from about 3 years ago.
Oh, I see.
This wasn't recent. This was about 3 years ago. Actually, it's 2022 now, huh? Yeah. It's probably about more 4. I think it was in 2018 this happened. Yeah. Bizarre. I've never had because like I can be a little lax at times, right? I can be a little bit of a procrastinator.
You always get there early. I don't know. I've never seen you be lax with gigs.
No. Well, that's the thing. I'm saying I'm not great with paperwork. I'm not great with deadlines. Creative things, like it takes me however long it does. Right. But if I put a date on my calendar, I try my hardest to make sure that all that goes well and like prepare and think ahead, so that so I have enough time. Or like, oh yeah, we get a gig booked. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to get there till probably this time, and then I try to be accurate with that because it's not just me at that point, especially like for something of when other people are counting on you, it's not like a dinner plans, So, but yeah, so I guess that was kind of a gig fail. I don't think it was my fault, but
I mean that seems like that contractor failed quite a bit.
Maybe. So maybe that's another segment. Contractor fails.
Contractor fail.
You're fired.
Yeah. Man,
so it's not a very funny story, but it's kind of more tragic.
I mean, you saying that you got a call in the middle of a rehearsal saying, "Where are you?" is like, I have nightmares almost every night about things like that happening. Mm-hmm. Almost every night of my life. Oh yeah, I have nightmares every night, by the way. But usually one of them is that like I've shown up at a gig that's like an hour and a half away, and I didn't bring my guitar. Mm-hmm. Or I don't have the music, or I don't have like something like that, or like I had a gig that I just like forgot about and never learned.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Oh man, yeah. Wait. We got to go back to the nightmares every night. But I thought of hit the gig fails. I got one more for you.
All right. Here we go. Gig fails. I gotta put a limiter on that.